here in the Forerunners server, and I was actually tinkering around with some of the content because we just had a recent patch note, and I just kind of wanted to look around to see if anything changed before the actual update went live. There were some notes about RTA that we already have in the server for us to try out and see how they have changed it, how it has come out. But one of the things too is that I've noticed that there are other things that have changed. So one of the things that I decided to do, just because I was hoping that there might be something to it, is that I came here to Drake's Chasm, and I started thinking around again with the Wings of Grace set and the Invigoration sets. So here in Forerunners, I do have kind of a set put together for Dolores, that is Wing of Grace. And everybody else here that is pretty much a support cast, I have him here in Invigoration sets. I'm going to link the video that I'm going to kind of describe to you here briefly. And it had to do with the fact that there was this interaction between Invigoration and Wing of Grace that was leading to Invigoration getting lost on the heroes, because the game in some way was trying to attempt to either override the Wing of Grace, or it was not seeing that the Wing of Grace inspiration was already there. Okay, so let me back up here, because this is the crucial point that needs to be made before we even try any of this, because we have to keep in mind how these sets are actually interacting. So let me go back here, and I have them geared right now for other purposes, but just to show you a quick summary. Patrikios is at a total of 23,000 attack right now, and my Jira has a total of 25,600. Okay, so she's the highest. And just to make sure that I know what Alistair is, in case we want to bring him in, is 21. Okay, so for those of you with the Wing of Grace set, if I know some of you are struggling to get one together, the whole thing about this is that it's supposed to apply the inspiration that he has to the highest attack hero in range of the support hero, or whoever is wearing the set. Of course, with Invigoration, is supposed to apply the inspiration to a random hero within their range. But we know that there are certain mechanics to this that does not allow for the Invigoration to be placed back again on the same hero. So essentially what it does is it scans the field and it says, this person already has the inspiration from Invigoration, so I'm going to go on to the next one. And it does that. We've all been accustomed to that. And on the previous videos that I was showing you, what was happening was that the Wing of Grace inspiration, if it was already set to a hero who had the highest attack within the range, if you came in on top and added somebody with an Invigoration, if it was either regarding of the spatial dynamics, or whether they had a certain precise amount of attack, or whatever the situation was, is that it was not seeing the Wing of Grace inspiration. So then what it was actually doing, it was trying to put then that inspiration on top of that hero that already had the Wing of Grace inspiration. So you lost it. It wasn't being applied to the other heroes in the range, because it was being, the priority was that hero. For some reason, it was just wanted to go to that hero, or at least that was the appearance. And so I went back and forth for about 2 weeks to try to explain that interaction. So let me put here Jira first, because this is exactly what I was describing in that video. And I'm going to put Dolores in. And just to show you, you can see here that they have the Wing of Grace inspiration. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And so I'm going to carry out the same type of example that I did previously, where I'm going to bring in Patrikios here, which is the second highest attack. And so anytime that I would try to put somebody with Invigoration to try to inspire Patrikios, or the second highest attack hero, what usually would lead to happen is that this here would be then either placed on top of this, and then we didn't see it. But then on the downside, we never saw Patrikios get it. But now you can see here, Patrikios is getting the inspiration. Perfect. All right. So here you might just say, well, he's not the highest attack hero. Jira is already on the field. Let me do this the reverse way. I'm going to place Patrikios first. And then I'm going to add Dolores. Okay, so there we go. We have now both of these heroes with the 12% attack inspiration. Now I'm going to bring in Jira. Now Jira, here is, and I'm going to place Hollow. So typically what would happen is that then this Invigoration here would try to go on top of Patrikios, but now it goes on Jira. Perfect. All right, let me do it another way. Just to make sure that we're clear, that I do believe that they did listen to us and they fixed it. I think that this is all set now, where we can just bring our heroes, place them however we want, and we don't have to worry about this interaction anymore. I'm going to place Jira, since she's the highest attack hero. I'm going to inspire or invigorate her with Hollow. There it is. Now I'm going to place Patrikios here. Now remember, what was the key with the Wing of Grace set? Is going to place the Wing of Grace inspiration on the hero with the highest attack in range. Here we go. We'll place Dolores down. And for this sake of purpose, I'm just going to say, I'm going to direct it over to Jira. Just in case you're one of those that is worried about the interaction with how you point things or how the spatial dynamics of the heroes are. But look at this. So Jira did not get that higher attack inspiration. She's still with the 10%. So then what it did is started scanning the field and he said, well, Hollow already has it. What about Patrikios? Patrikios got it. Even though he's the second highest attack hero on the field. He's the one that got it because he is the only one that was not inspired. So he ended up being the highest attack in the field that was not inspired. So the Wing of Grace went to that hero. That's exactly what we wanted to see. That's exactly what I was trying to relay to the developers and customer service, that's what now it was not working and they fixed it. So you saw me here now with Celatu. We tried then bringing in somebody that had an Invigoration set. Boom. It went for the hero that did not have the inspiration. This whole thing of overriding Invigorations or trying to go after the one that had the Wind of Grace, that's gone. They fixed it. Positive news. This interaction here, I'm going to go check and make sure that I see it in the test server. They're updating it at the time that I'm recording this, and I think that it will apply. And eventually, I think in the next patch, this will come to global. And now we're going to be able to form our compositions very, very easy and deploy them in a manner that, it doesn't matter. As long as we know where we want the Wind of Grace and Invigoration to go. All right. So that'll do it for this video. They fixed it. Good news. I'll see you all on the next one.